The Whitecaps wrap up their series with the Lugnuts today. West Michigan has outscored Lansing 14-5 over the past 2 games, and the good times kept on rolling. I won't even waste your time with this one. This game was over in the first inning. Bases loaded, a bad pitch by Will Johnston. Seth Stevenson makes a run forward and scores. Whitecaps lead 1-0. Next batter, Luke Gold strikes Gold. A line drive single brings Roberto Campos in. RBI number 40 on the year for Gold. Whitecaps up 2-0. Later in the inning, after the Whitecaps scored again, the Lugnuts would make a pitching change, but it didn't matter. Bases loaded, Josh Crouch deep to left field, brings home Gold, brings home Patrick Lee. The first multi-RBI game for Crouch since April 30th. Whitecaps up 5-0. And keep in mind, it is still the first inning. Whitecaps tacked on another, and I guess now the term is adding insult to injury. Bases loaded yet again, and it's Max Anderson. Line drive to center field. Crouch and Jim Jarvis come on home. The Whitecaps put up 8 runs in the first inning. That's all they needed. 10-3, the final. The Tigers were 1 game away from tying their longest losing streak of the season. Detroit in LA taking on the Angels, and I want to begin with the Tigers already up 4-0. We skipped to the top of the 5th. 2 runners on. Carson Kelly, a 3-run shot. Home run number 5 on the year for Kelly gives the Tigers a 7-0 lead. So you would think the game is over. Think again. There was a halo over LA in the 9th inning. 2 runners on. Zach Neto, a 3-run homer of his own, his 11th long ball of the year. Tigers lead 7-4. If you're a Detroit fan, can you feel your palms getting sweaty, knees weak, arms getting heavy? I'll do you one better. 2 batters later, Joe Adell, a 429-foot home run. Mickey Moniak trots on home, and suddenly the Angels are within 1, but don't hold your breath. The Tigers would hold on. 7-6 final. Next up is a date with Minnesota tomorrow. NBA free agency opened up today. The Pistons haven't made any new signings. Instead, Detroit will be extending one of their own. According to The Athletic, Cade Cunningham plans to sign a 5-year, $226 million max rookie extension. Cunningham is coming off a career year, 23 points and 8 dimes a game this past season. The 22-year-old is now locked into a Detroit team that continues to rebuild, and there's no doubt that Cunningham is Detroit's franchise player, a franchise that also found its new head coach. According to multiple reports, J.B. Bickerstaff is the new head man for Detroit. Bickerstaff agreeing to a 5-year deal with the Pistons. It is the 4th head coaching job in the NBA for the 45-year-old. Most recently, Cleveland. The Cavaliers fired Bickerstaff after the team's 2nd-round exit in the postseason to the Celtics. He now replaces Monty Williams, who Detroit fired after a franchise-worst 14 wins this past season. Bickerstaff now gets the keys to a franchise that is looking to grow its young core, which is something new president of basketball operations Trajan Langdon was looking for in the team's next head coach.
And I think somebody who is really good into development and is passionate about it. We talked about our young players, our young core, and they're good young men, but they're talented. So we have to have somebody who has the patience, but also has the desire to develop these young players and not skip steps. So those are some of the qualities that we're looking for in a new head coach.
The Pistons are not the only Detroit team getting active tonight. The Red Wings plan to re-sign forward Patrick Kane when NHL free agency opens tomorrow. It'll be a 1-year deal. The 35-year-old played 50 games this past season for Detroit, tallying 20 goals and 27 helpers. Kane is entering season 17 in the NHL. His decorated career includes 3 Stanley Cup titles and the 2nd most points all-time among U.S.-born players. That'll do it for sports. Sam is back for a final look at your weather after the break.